Okay, so you can see every inch here is pretty jam-packed. So if you're a crafter, you might like this. But if you're a minimalist, then you're probably embarrassed for me. Everything in here is jam-packed. I thrifted some books that I can't even put away because I don't have space. Yeah, so it's a lot. My goal is to declutter enough from the cabinets and drawers so that I can put some of the stuff that's out away. And while I enjoy a good gallery wall, I don't particularly love how this one came together. I do have a couple pieces that I would like to keep. Like, I like this painting. I painted that one too. I painted that one. And I have another one of those somewhere that I never got to hang up because it doesn't fit in the wall. But I think I'm gonna get rid of that one for sure. I'm gonna move that one to the playroom. See, I have books over here stacked here. I want to clear out enough to get rid of this drawer unit. And then there's some empty drawers in here because when I got these bookshelves, I put the books that were in these drawers in there. I can probably downsize fabric because I have fabric in there too. So I would like to downsize enough to where I can get rid of these two bins. And then if you turn around, that's our very painted crafty table. I have this other cabinet over here, and then I have some more. If you saw my closet decluttering, you saw that I had some wallpaper book sample things. So that's what this is. I would like to, again, declutter enough in here to where I can put some of this stuff away. Here's the last view of everything. So let's get some decluttering done. I have so many glue sticks because I got some homeschool supplies off of Facebook Market, and I bought it for other items that were in there, and then there was just a bunch of glue sticks. So, and we do go through them, so I guess I'll never have to buy glue sticks again, maybe. Okay, here I just have printer paper, so I don't need to look in there. I have this bag of scraps that I never go into, so I'm gonna declutter that. I have this bin of random like miscellaneous items. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this because it's a pain in the butt, and we already made snow globes. I don't see myself using these anytime soon. So out of this whole thing, I'll just keep this and the little jars. So I used to keep markers that were dried out because if you soak them in alcohol, you can make like your own alcohol-based inks. But I tried it. I didn't love the result. Maybe I didn't do it right, but I'm not gonna do it again, so I'm gonna go ahead and trash all these. Here I have an embossing machine, which I use. I bought a new iron because this one I used it for crafts and I burnt it, but I haven't used it for anything, and I don't see myself using it anytime soon for any projects that I have that I want to work on or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Back here I have glue guns, which I use. Then I have some of these dye. We made like tie-dye t-shirts and stuff, but I don't see us doing that project again anytime soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this too. And if you are not a crafter, or you like junk, or you're not familiar with any like kind of scrapbooking or junk journaling type things, this all might seem insane to you, but it's actually really fun. So I do like to craft a lot, and I enjoy different things like sewing and paper making or paper crafting and all those kinds of things. So I'm still gonna keep what will look like an insane amount to some people just because I do use it. But recently it's gotten to the point where I have too much, and coming in the room is overwhelming because I know how long it takes to organize it back. So because everything is organized right now to, it's like a Tetris game, and it's everything has to go exactly in the way that I laid it out. It's just not easy to put things back. So I don't want my craft room to feel like that anymore. So yeah, anyways, let's keep going. Down here I have this bin, which is broken, so I can use one of my nicer ones that I have decluttered. And here I keep my selfie printer, Canon selfie printer, so I'm definitely keeping this. I just need to exchange the container. And then here, this is what I pull when I need to use the glue gun and things like that. But I really do. Usually I have a paper plate lying around too. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this because there's probably something always around that I can use as a work surface. And I haven't been gluing that many things recently. We did go through a huge glue gun phase when we remodeled Barbie's house. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. And then here I have all kinds of floral stuff, which I have not come in this bin in a very long time. So my sister, she is like redoing her beauty room, and she sent me a picture from Pinterest that has like those hanging little floral gardens. So I might keep some of these and let her go through it as we work in her room. And yeah, I guess I'll keep this. So I'll just take this over there, and whatever doesn't get used, I'm just gonna get rid of. And then here I have extra pens and extra, what is like craft paper. The crazy part is that whenever we run out of pens, whenever we run out of pencils, I don't actually come in here. I always end up buying a new box with all the colors, and then we end up with things like this. So, and then my daughters, they have like one of those $120, not $120, 120 color pencil kits, you know, the ones that come with a nice zippered case and everything, so they don't need extra pencils. So I think I might just, one of my friends recently started homeschooling, so I'll just offer them to her and see if she wants to use them. I'll keep my Sharpies because I do use those, and we bought new pencils this year, so I guess we really don't need these either. So I'll just offer her this bin. Okay, so now we have all this empty space. The bottom shelf is completely open, and I have this to go through. That this is things that I use to make like the spine of journals, but I want to consolidate to where it's just in the bin, and then this side be empty. So I'm gonna go through that now. I have this thing that I don't even remember what I got it for. Maybe I got it when we were painting the house, but we haven't used it since then. And then you just saw me bring down a bunch of stuff. This was for covering a window in the bathroom, and I kept it because I thought it would be cute to make like little journal pockets out of the birds and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I had this in my maybe pile from earlier. Now as I'm getting rid of stuff and I got that muscle going, I'm gonna get rid of this too. In this bin I have things that are more of a we need mom type of crafts. This is a soap making kit. So it smells so strong that I don't even want to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and package it up and give it away just like this. I think my mom gave me these. I never used them, so I'm gonna get rid of them. We've had this for a while and I don't see us using it, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate it to It's just not a craft that the girls are into. And then this is a sand kit. What do you do with this? I have lanyards for the walkie-talkies, and I always find them around, never attached to the walkies, so they're going in the trash. This cabinet is kind of overwhelming because it's bags of a bunch of stuff. So I'm not gonna do that one right now. We recently did our painting bin, so that one's good. And then let me spin you around to right to where you're at. Okay, so the girls did their carts. They went through everything and took out trash and did their thing. I'm gonna move the carts out of the office for now so I can work in this area, which is just an area of overwhelm at this point. This whole thing I got for super cheap on Facebook Market, and it has like individual famous artists, and we use these for our artist study. They are too tall to fit in any of my bookshelves, that's why they're out, but they look messy. So I'm thinking, since I have some space in these two bottom shelves, I'm gonna move them here. I painted this years ago. I have one hung up. I'm gonna get rid of both. I don't really like them anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Okay, so this is like confessional time. I'm actually getting really overwhelmed by this room right now. Looking around, feeling like I haven't made very much of a dent. So, okay. I think I'm gonna clear some of the wall space instead before I open these cabinets, because, yeah. So let's see what can go automatically from this wall. I'm gonna bring these down.
Oh, I like those.
You like those there?
They look cute up there. They gave it character.
Oh.
With the colorfulness.
Okay. So, she thinks they gave it character, so we'll wait and see. Here are my bookbinding supplies, so I need those. Okay, so I was able to clear this little shelf and put everything I wanted to keep here, and I got rid of a few things there. Okay, first pass through that cabinet is done. This one is awful, so let's see what we get rid of. I have this accordion here with different kinds of small paper. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this whole thing. And as I'm sitting here, I saw this book that we've read before, and I don't see us reading it again. So I'm gonna get rid of that too. And here I have my stamps and this other label maker. I clearly use those. So here's where I left off last night. Feel like I made good progress. Okay, so this big drawer unit, I actually would like to clear enough to get rid of it. So that means I have to go back through everything again and then see a few of these drawers do have things in it. And then I would have to find a spot for the printer. I think that I could put it here because then I can hide the cable under or behind that and plug it in over here. So I'm gonna play with that idea and see if I can just declutter that whole space. And then the girls would have a place to put their craft cards right there. Since they sit right here, then it'll be perfect. Okay, so let's see if that works. Okay, I did it. I got rid of all these books here, and then this pile right here is trash. So now I have this empty spot here that I can put my kind of everyday journaling stuff in. I have two carts, one that I kept as my Etsy shop stuff that I have first listed, and then I had extra books in here which I consolidated to over here. And then so I think I can combine these two carts, and I prefer the light pink one, so I'm gonna transfer everything here, put some stuff away, declutter this. Those I definitely want to keep that are on the wall. Now I have a bajillion holes, so I'm gonna go ahead and take down all those screws and patch the holes in, and then I'll get back to seeing how I want to set up the wall. Maybe I'll make a small gallery arrangement over here and leave the wall blank. Okay, so here's the finished office slash craft room. I think this part here maybe looks a little bit odd, but I might just revisit it later. Just this single item here and then the gallery wall. But I do really like how the gallery wall turned out. And I was able to remove those two Alex drawer units there. And we used to just have the carts line up here, but every time you needed something from the cabinets, it was a whole thing because you had to move the carts out of the way. And then like this was covered in books and that was covered with a stack of books, but I was able to put them in this bin, and so that looks a lot better. And up here, if you remember, there was bins up there, so I was able to consolidate to where that's empty space now. And then I'm gonna turn you around. Over here, I didn't go through this yet, but I will. Now that I can actually craft in here and have space and everything can be nicely and easily put back, I can start seeing really what I'm using out of this bin and what I'm not. I replaced one of the tins that I had in here for this one because I like that one better, and so I got rid of the other one. And then down there I have like felts and my laminator, which I'm keeping those. And then here I have still a lot of space, and there's nothing really that's stacked, so like I can easily pull this out and not have to worry about something on top of it. Same thing with this, and there's space back there too if I needed it, but hopefully I don't ever get to where this was. I moved my Etsy shop to this bin. For now, everything that I have listed fits in here. And then I kept the containers that I have, the paper clips and things, in here. And then down here, again, everything is one layer high, so nothing is stacked on top of each other, minus these bins. But obviously, like, if you need paper, you just pull it out and then pull it back in. So I am really happy with how this turned out. Now that I can, like I said, get back in here, I can easily do another pass, and I know better what I can realistically use and what I will realistically use. as I'm decluttering everything, then it just gets easier and easier to let go of those things that you know are not serving you. So I'm really excited, and I hope this was some motivation for you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.